It's a multi-day canoe trip time again, and this time it's the Caledonian Canal from Neptune Staircase to Loch Ness, and it's a 5-day trip, and I'm going with Good To Go Adventures. Just squeezed on at the last minute and booked it like just a week before the date meant to go, so I feel they're really looking to get on this. There's 11 other people going on it who I've not met before, but I'm very excited to meet, and there's 2 instructors, and I've never driven through that part of Scotland before, so I'm looking forward to that. So let's get on with it, and I will see you when I get there. After I signed up for the trip, I was well informed about what I would need and what the trip would entail, and we all arranged to meet in the car park at Neptune Staircase. Neptune Staircase in Invergarry near Fort William is the longest staircase lock in Britain, set in the shadows of Ben Nevis, Britain's tallest mountain. Neptune Staircase is an impressive flight of 8 lochs on the Caledonian Canal in Scotland. Meeting up with the instructors Pete and Sam as planned, it was great to finally put the faces to the names I saw on the list of people I would be experiencing this trip with. The instructors supply everyone with tents and dry bags, so after a kit talk we were informed of a change of plan due to wind direction. So we all set off to our new launch at Garrock in Inverness. This was originally intended to be our end destination. Upon arrival at our new launch, we took the opportunity to have something to eat. Good To Go Adventures supply nearly all the food on this trip, and Sam and Pete are very well versed at getting out their mealtime kit and looking after everyone. Before we set off on the water, Sam gave us all a tutorial of the best ways to paddle a canoe. I do have previous experience, however Good To Go Adventures do take beginners on this trip. I don't believe it's the norm to take on this journey starting at Inverness. However, I have heard of some people who start at Neptune Staircase in Fort William, as we originally planned, not being able to complete the trip when they get to Loch Ness, as the wind and waves are too strong and high. So I welcome the opportunity the instructors put to us to do the trip this way, to have the wind behind us and ensure we get to experience the full journey. Having heard so much about Loch Ness over the years, it was a great feeling to finally paddle its surprisingly still water that only added to its amazing views. First camp spot was not far, so just as the water widened, we were soon paddling to our first camp, Dawes. On arrival, we were all taking in stunning views across Loch Ness, and Sam and Pete instructed us all on what to do with the canoes, gear, and a brief talk on tent setup. So the trip started. It's been a busy day, you know what I mean, running around, getting in the vehicles and getting ourselves to where we've got, because we've done things back to front. We started on Loch Ness, nice little paddle. It was like a mill pond as well, so it was a lovely little introduction into the start of the trip. And now the team, Peter the instructor and Sam. Sam's busy getting the food ready. They know what they're doing, these lads, and Peter's kind of giving everyone a bit of an understanding about how to put the tent up. I've brought my own, so I've got off to kind of set myself up and found a nice flat spot in the woods. What a spot this is as well. I'll show you what it's like. It's really good. It's meant to be one of the best ones on the trip, and I'm really grateful for the weather. Although it's not sunny, I don't care. Just needs to be, like dry basically. I'm happy, so I'm really pleased with that. So that's what we're doing right now, setting up the tents. Like I say, Sam's the instructor's on with getting the tea on the go. Yeah, I'm just going to set my tent up now, and then I'll bring you back once I've set up a bit further. I'm in the winter military bag, so it's a big one, but it's nice and warm, centre zip. I do like this one, and it is the end of September, so I think it's pretty wise to pack something a bit warmer than normal. So that's me set up now. Got my little pillow there in its pillowcase, my winter military bag, and I have a bivy bag with me. So I know you don't need it inside your tent, but it does add to some insulative value, I think. So yeah, I always kind of bring one of them if I can.
Thank you.
There we go.
That's great, thank you.
I really like root at the moment.
He's obviously done it before, hasn't he?
That was the master.
There you go. Oh, it's been busy. It's been a busy camp. You've just had a tea, which was fantastic. Sam and Pete did a fantastic spread for everyone. We've all got fed really well. A lot of them have gone to the pub now. I'll be doing a bit of that if I can, but first I need to try and see if I can get myself in that Loch Ness. Have a bit of a dip in there, a bit of a swim. So just down the coast of Loch Ness here, there's a pub. It's about a 6 minutes walk away, so I'm just on my way now to meet the rest of the guys. They're already in there. So time to get a pint in, I think. And then warm up after my nice swim. I'll bring you back pint in hand there. Yeah, so that's day one over with. We've had a really good day today paddling on Loch Ness, and the walk was fantastic, how still it was, and also like just meeting everyone and getting on with everyone's been great, and chatting to the pub's been really fantastic as well. So I've really enjoyed that. What a good end to a really good first day. So I'm looking forward to the rest of the trip, knowing everyone a bit better. So this is the end of day one, so I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. Morning of day 2 on Loch Ness camp. So I've just got up earlier than the rest anyway. I think I'm first up. I just got the kettle on the go, and got myself a brew and got filled up with flasks for everybody else so they can have a brew when they wake up. I'm just about to walk to the pub just to use the toilet facilities, and I think Pete and Sam will probably be up now and be getting breakfast. Everyone, so hopefully breakfast will be laid out for me when I arrive back at camp. This is the plan this morning: bit of breakfast, finish my brew, and then it's 8:30 the set off. So it's an early set off. We have got some distance to cover, so I think today and tomorrow we'll still be on Loch Ness. But yeah, it's all part of the fun, isn't it? Once we were all packed up, fed and watered, we started to load the canoes. We had a distance of 60 miles to cover over the next few days, so Sam the instructor gave us all a brief lesson on how to use a small sail with our paddles to make use of the wind when it favoured us. Loch Ness is 22.5 nautical miles long, a distance we will cover over the next day and a half. It's 1.7 miles wide at its widest point and 230 metres deep at its deepest. Loch Ness was formed by glaciers carving a valley in the Scottish Highlands during the last ice age around 10,000 years ago. It's the largest body of water in Scotland by volume and contains more water than all the lakes in England and Wales combined. It's so deep that it never freezes, due to the top water that's cooled by the air sinking to the bottom and being replaced by warmer water from below. It has been said on very cold days you can see the steam rising from the surface of the loch as it is warmer than the surrounding air. The instructors were encouraging and keeping us all at a steady pace, but we were ready for our first break for a hot drink and a bite to eat. So we've just stopped off for our first break on Loch Ness on day 2. Sam and Pete have got all the gear out, all the food out for everyone. Got the Kelly kettle on the go, making some brews. I've got myself a cup of soup. So yeah, we're just having half an hour here, just for a resting up. And we have a camp in mind for later on today, but the second option is better than the first one, they said. So we're trying to make up a good bit of pace to cover the ground we need to ensure we get to this better campsite. So, but yeah, we're all resting up now. And after we've finished the brews and the food, we're all going to be ready to get back on the water. I believe there are many options to camp along Loch Ness, some better than others, certainly with regards to a large group like ours. But it looks like we're covering enough ground to get to where our instructors want us to be. Our second camp will be approximately 2/3 of the way down Loch Ness on the east shore, just past the village of Foyers. Day 2 dinner time. We stopped off on another little coastline, and Sam and Pete have been great and got all the barrels out and stuff, and everyone's chipped in and got all the food out and a little table and made some butties and stuff like we do. So yeah, we just all had a brew, and we're just about to set up again now. I think we're going to paddle a bit further down and find our campsite for this evening. But yeah, I've got a brew mix. We're going to set off in the next about 5 or 10 minutes, I think, so I'll see you back on the water. The weather continued to be kind, leaving Loch Ness so still. I do enjoy paddling on still water, gliding on a mirror-like surface, especially in such a beautiful environment. The stillness also lends itself to an easy conversation on the water. No need to shout over the wind or lapping waves. It also helped the group communicate, allowing instructors to inform us, be it useful paddling tips, or where we were about to land for a break or for a camp. Not a lot of flat here, is there? How are you doing, Liz?
I've got a dip.
Yeah,
Filled with water.
I've got a dip and a bit of a well. Might be some kind of flat that I can kind of fathom just in this spot here. So I'll have a go at that. There's not many options. Everyone's on a bit of a slope. Beach is flat though, but it's not great for the tent that I've got. But we'll make it work, won't we? Get all this kit in now. Starting to get a little bit buggy. That's a fantastic shot of you, Steve.
Yeah.
Isn't it? It's like he's selling something. Beer, pants, shoes, and all lifestyle. Just
Drink Corona.
the camp kitchen. Hello. What a place this camp is. This is fantastic. This has got to be one of the best, but we'll have to find out, won't we? But you're really enjoying this. The weather's been really kind to us today as well. Started out looking like it was going to be a bit drizzly, but stayed dry and very, very still. So the paddling was fantastic today, and it was quite a distance with it today. I think 20 kilometres, something like that. Might be right, might be wrong, I don't know. It was a fair old way anyway. So it was a long paddle, but it was a good paddle, and I feel fortunate to be tackling Loch Ness first, as I mentioned before, because you know, it's a few days down the road. The weather can change and you might not be able to do it, so we're lucky that we've actually got to do it, so I'm really pleased about that. And this evening's been great. Meatballs for tea, meatballs and pasta, served by made and served by Pete and Sam. They did a great job of it all. Really efficient team and getting it all together and getting everyone fed, keeping everyone happy and watered and food. So we've had a few stop-offs today for brews and for dinner as well on the way to this camp, and we've got a fire going now as well, so that's been fantastic. There was some timber already here that someone had left. We just found a few more bits and bobs, and we've got a right good sized fire to warm our bones. So splendid evening and great company and a fantastic food, and looking forward to the rest of the trip. And tomorrow I believe we are going on to Loch Lochy, so we're going to finish our Loch Ness journey tomorrow and go through our first loch. And there's some portages as well, I believe, in a town up there, so there's a few shops we've got options to go into if we wish. So yeah, busy day tomorrow, but that's all good, you know, because the temperature is dropping, so it'll keep us warm, won't it? Day two over with. Just had a really lovely evening with everyone around. The fire was roaring at one point, so we all got nice and warm as well, and we all had a good sit round and a bit of a chat together. So it was a lovely communal camp. Yeah, we stayed up and so yeah, we had a right good night anyway with everyone. It was really still as well, so the fire all smoke was going up rather than in the faces like it normally does at campfires and things. A lot to do tomorrow, so looking forward to it, even though it's a wet one. We've had some good days, so yeah, bring it on. I'll see you in the morning. Oh, it's a wet one this morning. Good morning. Morning of day 3, and it's a wet one. A bit of drizzle this morning, but not a big problem. it stays like this, we can manage this, and we've got a busy day today anyway, getting off Loch Ness and getting onto Loch Lochy. So it's a good day to keep us a mind off being in the rain. But it's we've had some good days, haven't we? We've had some dry days, so I don't mind this at all. So yeah, today's the day we actually leave Loch Ness and move further on. So I think there'll be no messing about this morning. Pack up a quick bit of food in us and then get back on the water. So I'll see you on the water. The cover over the camp was welcome this morning. The weather had changed. The wind had picked up. The temperature had dropped. Although nothing took away from the fact that Loch Ness is a stunning place to be. After a bite to eat and a hot drink, we were briefed on how we were going to navigate the chop on the water. The instructors paired up the canoes and lashed them together in a staggered manner. This made the canoes far more stable in the water and far less likely to capsize. Largely due to the wind being behind us, the change in weather made me all the more excited about what the rest of our journey on Loch Ness might entail. On the water, the instructors' sails came into their own as they could manoeuvre themselves around the group for tuition and support. Our course was set for Fort Augustus, a small village at the south shore of Loch Ness. With the wind direction being in our favour, we all took the opportunity to make use of it with our improvised sails. The swell on the loch, although not large, certainly made things more interesting. I believe the waves can reach 6 foot high on Loch Ness, which the instructors have experienced before. The decision to navigate our journey this way now felt all the more wise, as I believe we would make little to no progress taking on Loch Ness against its wind and waves. I welcomed the sight of Fort Augustus, as it was progress to our journey. It also came with the prize of completing Loch Ness. I had been thinking of this trip for some time, and I was grateful to be able to complete this part, although the fun wasn't over yet. As we were about to embark on our longest portage of 650 metres through the village of Fort Augustus, bypassing a series of lock systems.
Who said blokes can't multitask, eh?
For those of you who are here, just over there by that fuel station is a
Yeah, let's go.
So we just stopped off at this little town, and it's got all sorts here. So we allocated about an hour and a half, something like that, to kind of get some stuff and get some dinners and things like that. And I've done really well. I've charged my device in this hut thing that we're allowed to have access to. You can have shower facilities there as well, and the toilet. And I've been to this, like a little mini supermarket or something like that, and I've picked up a new SD card. I've even bought a plug, 3-pin plug to stick in the cabin that we're allowed to charge things in, to put the new USB cable in to charge my devices as well. So, and I've had a pie, I've had a cheeseburger, I've had a coffee, flat white, and a flapjack and a shortbread. I've done really well. So there's lots of stuff here for you to kind of pick up along the way if you need it. Pretty much everything as far as I'm concerned, because I've got everything I need in just the right amount of time to get it done as well. And like I said, because of the facilities, you could have a shower if you wish as well. So yeah, it's a good stop off point for toilets and cleaning and any supplies you might need, including beer. Although it was raining, I was pleased to be back on the water. The banks of the canal offered some shelter and allowed us still a paddle that was welcome. Before setting off, we gathered together as we often would for the instructors Sam and Pete to inform us all about what the rest of the day would entail. With what we had left of the day, we hoped to portage past 2 lock systems to get to Loch Lochy, where we were planning to make camp this evening. Caledonian Canal was built by Thomas Telford in the early 19th century. It was built to provide a safer route for ships, including the Royal Navy, to transport goods and offer safer passage of travel. Construction began in 1803 and was not fully finished until 1847. The canal was a massive project of its time, made up of 29 lochs. Its main use now, however, is for fishing and pleasure craft. We were sharing the water up close with other larger boats now, which required a touch more vigilance but made it all the more interesting. Once again the water was still and allowing ease of conversation. We could take in the changing scenery and views whilst we navigated the more larger vessels we were sharing the canal with. It didn't feel long until we got to our last portage of the day. We were all working well as a team, and I actually didn't mind the portages as it broke up the paddling and gave me an opportunity to stretch my legs. Back on the water after passing under the Aberchalder swing bridge, the canal widened as we entered into the loch. Still the weather was being kind with the wind in our favour, and we were making good pace to our next camp, approximately halfway on the east shore of Loch Lochy. Yeah, what are we on?
Couscous.
Couscous. Couscous tonight, Sam.
Couscous, halloumi veg.
Bob on.
Oh, lovely.
So we'll get any other breakfast stuff we've got out, but the roll sausage, take the sausage, make it square, and make it somehow
Well, this evening's turned out absolutely beautiful. We didn't expect this. It was meant to be bad weather. What a day, eh? What a day. Really enjoyed it today. We've had some great weather this evening as well. The sun's going down a bit now, but we'll have a bit of sunshine to dry some bits and bobs out. And everyone's dead happy because of it. It's a couple's wedding anniversary this evening as well, so they bought a bottle of champagne in the town, so they're going to be drinking that this evening, and we've all got a few beers to have a drink with them as well to celebrate, so looking forward to that. Got some timber sorted for the fire. We've had a lovely meal. Sam and Pete have done a great job as well as feeding us all, and they've been great hosts. They're really good instructors. We're really enjoying them. Now time to have a bit of fun around camp, but today has been fantastic. Really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed the chop on Loch Ness. Really enjoyed the town, getting all bits and bobs and a break, a brew, a bit of civilization, and then really enjoyed the canal. Really like that. Just a different kind of experiences on different waters, and it was a lovely little pal to where we are, and we've got loads of flat for everyone. Sam's happy he's got some trees for his hammock. There's loads of space. There's enough wood for the fire, so I'm happy. So we're looking forward to a lovely evening. But what a great day, really good day. So yeah, we're very happy. Really fortunate today.
It's been the best day ever.
Hasn't it?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
And the waves were fantastic.
Waves are amazing.
The little town.
Yeah, fish and chips.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
And this camp's been delivering. We had stars, we've had sunset, it's just been
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Been a great trip, bit of winds, bit of sailing, finished yet now. We've had a bit of sun today, we've stargazing this evening, so it's been really good.
You can help Sam put all the stuff away.
Might as well be yeah, we could do that if that's helpful.
Well, it's the end of day 3 and we've all had a fantastic day. We had a great time by the campfire. Looking forward to Loch Lochy tomorrow. That's where our next camp will be. It's the last full day tomorrow as well, so the end is near. But yeah, we're still so enjoying the trip. So I'll see you in the morning.